Imagine receiving a shot, anticipating a possible reaction, and then experiencing symptoms like headaches, fatigue, or even a fever. Now, what if that shot was just a placebo? A simple saline solution with no active medical ingredients? This is not a far-fetched scenario. In fact, it's a reality that has been observed in the world of medical research. It's a fascinating demonstration of the power of perception and how it can influence our physical responses in ways we never thought possible. Today we're going to delve into a groundbreaking study that explores this very phenomenon. Published in the Journal of the American Medical Association Network Open in 2022, this study investigates the occurrence of such symptoms within COVID-19 vaccine trials. The findings from this research could dramatically alter our understanding of vaccine side effects and how they are perceived by the public. In this study, researchers performed a comprehensive review and analysis of data from over 45,000 participants across 12 randomized clinical trials. They focused specifically on the placebo arms of these trials, and the results were nothing short of astonishing. After the first dose, more than 1/3 of these placebo recipients reported experiencing adverse events typically associated with vaccines, such as headaches and fatigue. A deeper dive into the data reveals something even more intriguing. Up to 76% of these adverse reactions are thought to be the result of what's known as the nocebo effect. This is a phenomenon that occurs when negative expectations of a treatment lead to the perception or actual manifestation of negative symptoms. This insight into the nocebo effect is not just relevant for understanding our experiences during vaccine trials. It also has significant implications for individuals grappling with long COVID and how they perceive their symptoms and manage their recovery over time. So, why does this happen? And what does it reveal about our body's response to medical treatments? Let's dive in. In this innovative exploration, investigators executed a detailed analysis of data deriving from 45,380 participants featured in 12 specially chosen clinical trials. Ever wondered about the term placebo arm? It denotes those participants who received a saline solution shot, which contains no active medical ingredients instead of the real vaccine. The revelations from this research were indeed eye-opening. Following the first dose, over 1/3 of these placebo recipients reported encountering adverse events, typically linked with vaccines, despite only receiving a harmless saline solution. Their reported symptoms included headaches and fatigue. A deeper look into the data showed an intriguing pattern. Following the first placebo dose, 35.2% of recipients reported systemic adverse events, the most frequent being headaches at 19.3% and fatigue at 16.7%. These responses were very similar after the second placebo dose, emphasizing the strong correlation of psychological expectations with physical health. Most notably, the researchers discovered that a staggering 76% of these adverse reactions could be ascribed to the nocebo effect, a phenomenon where negative expectations of a treatment lead to the perception or even actual manifestation of negative symptoms. Essentially, expecting to feel sick after receiving a shot might actually make you feel sick, even if it's just a harmless saline solution. The comprehensive analysis uncovers that up to 76% of these adverse reactions are speculated to be a result of the nocebo effect. For individuals grappling with long COVID, this insight into the nocebo effect is particularly relevant. Let's unpack this a bit. Long COVID refers to a range of symptoms that can last weeks or even months after the initial recovery from the virus. These symptoms can include fatigue, brain fog, and shortness of breath, among others. Now, imagine if you were a patient dealing with these persistent symptoms, and in addition, you've been made aware of the potential side effects of a vaccine or treatment. Your mind, already burdened by the physical discomfort of long COVID, might anticipate these side effects, leading to a nocebo reaction. This is where the nocebo effect comes into play, a psychological phenomenon that can make you feel worse due to negative expectations. The nocebo effect can amplify your perception of existing symptoms, making them seem more severe or persistent than they actually are. It can also create new symptoms that weren't there before, further complicating the recovery process. Consider this: a patient with long COVID receives a vaccine and anticipates side effects like fatigue and headaches. These are also symptoms of long COVID. Now, the line between what is a side effect of the vaccine, a symptom of long COVID, or a nocebo response becomes blurred. This can lead to confusion, anxiety, and potentially even a delay in recovery. Moreover, the nocebo effect can also impact how patients manage their recovery. If patients expect a treatment to cause certain side effects, they might be less likely to adhere to their treatment plan. This can result in suboptimal recovery outcomes, underscoring the importance of understanding and addressing the nocebo effect in long COVID patients. So what can be done? Well, healthcare providers can play a critical role. By providing clear, empathetic communication, they can help manage patient expectations, reducing the potential for nocebo responses. They can also provide support to help patients navigate their recovery journey, dispelling fears and misconceptions about treatment side effects. The phenomenon doesn't just shape experiences during vaccine trials, it can also influence how patients perceive their symptoms and manage their recovery over time. This study shines a light on the powerful role that psychological factors play in the perception of vaccine safety and efficacy. Our minds, it seems, can be compelling actors in our health narratives. This power of perception can shape not only our personal health experiences, but also the broader public health landscape. The implications of the nocebo effect on vaccine distribution and public health education are vast and multifaceted. For starters, if a significant portion of vaccine recipients are experiencing side effects due to negative expectations rather than the vaccine itself, this could be a major barrier to vaccine uptake. For example, imagine if someone hears about potential side effects and becomes so anxious that they decide not to get vaccinated. This is where the power of perception can become a public health hurdle. So, how can we manage patient expectations effectively? Communication is key. Healthcare providers need to be transparent about the potential side effects of vaccines, but they also need to reassure patients that many reported side effects may not be due directly to the vaccine, but rather to their expectations of it. This delicate balance between honesty and reassurance can help alleviate unnecessary fear and anxiety. Furthermore, healthcare providers should be trained to recognize and address the nocebo effect when it occurs. This could involve strategies such as providing supportive care, using positive framing, or even leveraging the placebo effect to enhance positive expectations. But it's not just about the individual patient. On a larger scale, public health campaigns need to be cognizant of the nocebo effect and strive to counteract it. This could involve debunking common myths and misconceptions about vaccines, promoting positive narratives, and highlighting the benefits of vaccination. Understanding and addressing the nocebo effect can lead to improved strategies for increasing vaccine uptake and minimizing discomfort. It's a testament to the old adage that knowledge is power. By harnessing this knowledge, we can strive to make vaccinations a less daunting experience and more effective tool in our fight against disease. In the broader context of global health, these findings are crucial. They underscore the need for a balanced approach in communicating the benefits, safety, and potential side effects of vaccines. This study is not just about understanding the nocebo effect, it's about recognizing the power of perception and how it can influence public health outcomes on a global scale. We need to remember that our minds are not separate from our bodies. They interact in complex ways that can significantly impact our health. One of the key implications of this research is the importance of countering myths and misconceptions about vaccines. Misinformation can feed into the nocebo effect, causing individuals to experience adverse symptoms simply because they expect to do so. This can deter people from getting vaccinated, undermining public health efforts to control disease outbreaks. To address this, public health messages need to be clear, accurate, and reassuring. They should convey the benefits and safety of vaccines while also acknowledging the possibility of side effects. But importantly, they should emphasize that these side effects are often mild and temporary, and far outweighed by the protection vaccines offer against serious diseases. Moreover, our healthcare providers have a significant role to play in managing patient expectations. They need to be equipped with the knowledge and skills to communicate effectively about vaccines, dispel fears, and address any concerns or misconceptions. By doing so, they can help to reduce anxiety and negative expectations, thereby mitigating the nocebo effect. As we continue to navigate the challenges of vaccine distribution and public health education, remember the profound impact of the mind on physical health outcomes. Through informed, empathetic communication and strategies aimed at reducing anxiety and negative expectations, we can significantly enhance the effectiveness of medical interventions. So next time you're in line for a vaccine, remember it's not just about the shot. It's also about our mindset and how it can influence our health. Armed with this knowledge, we can empower ourselves and others to make informed decisions about our health, contributing to a healthier, safer world for everyone.